now, finally, you want to be careful when using it in academic writing. However, probably one of the most famous metaphors that we hear nowadays, especially in my original field of ecology, is the term greenhouse effect. And you realize that is a metaphor in itself, right? So it is a metaphor, and one that allows us to understand easily the effects of CO2 in the atmosphere, even if the scientific reasons for that effect are very different from the process that takes place in a real greenhouse. So why would you use it in academic writing if you were to use it? Can you think of a reason?
Grab attention.
To grab attention. And also science are sometimes hard to digest for a more general audience. And if you're writing towards like a more popular or general audience and you want to make your research to open up to grab attention, then you might want to consider using a metaphor. So I don't know if we have time for this. Let's watch this video and see how many metaphors did you hear in there. You need to count while you watch. It's pretty short.
The greenhouse effect was discovered in 1824, but what is it? Without the greenhouse effect, the Earth would be a frozen ball in space. While the majority of our atmosphere is oxygen and nitrogen, a small fraction consists of greenhouse gases, such as carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide, as well as other trace gases. Water is also a significant greenhouse gas. The greenhouse effect works like a blanket around the Earth by trapping heat radiated off the surface of the planet. It's the same as putting on extra blankets or clothing. By doing so, you trap more heat inside the layers. Since the beginning of the industrial age, nitrous oxide used in fertilizer has increased 18%, CO2 from fossil fuel combustion 39%, and methane 148%. This warming is also increasing the temperature of the ocean, which evaporates more water. By adding more greenhouse gases, we have altered the natural cycle, and the Earth is getting warmer.
Four or three.
3 or 4. Yeah, if you consider greenhouse effect itself being one, and then what did you hear?
The architect.
Like a blanket and clothing and
Freezing ball.
a frozen ball. Yeah, that's what I had too. So it's like a minute-long video, but then you hear it in a scientific context to make it more public. So now, since this is the very last lecture class, next class you're going to be doing your presentations. I want you to kind of think back throughout the semester what 3 things that you learned that are most memorable, or even if you can just think of one thing that you did gain from this class. I would consider it successful. I'm putting very low standards on myself. So what can you remember? Let's each talk about one. So in the back, see. What was the most impressive thing for you? Just one.
I think it's format for the reference.
Format for the reference.
Yeah.
How many of you do find that useful? Yeah, a lot of you. Yeah. What about, okay, Sitin, any others you want to add?
I think maybe the organization and then the thesis statement, and the organizational critique essay, argumentative essay, comparison, contrast essay.
So the format of an academic writing come in two. Okay, any other thoughts? Just random thoughts?
Meeting new people.
Meeting new people, you think it's the most important? Yeah, people are resources and that you can often turn to or refer to when you actually are in need of something. Okay, so do you have any questions for presentation next Tuesday? I will post in Angel a guideline I think I've already posted a page on here, like if you go into lessons, the very third one, it's gonna be it's a blank page now, but I will post guidelines up here for your presentations. It's really short, so don't worry about it too much. It's kind of, spontaneous talk, and then, you do need to prepare for it, but, like, don't go overboard too much.
Can we use our note cards?
Yeah, sure. You can use note cards. You can use the board before you start to talk to remind of yourself and as an outline for your audience.
Oh, or is PowerPoint okay? Or
PowerPoint is okay. Yeah. I didn't encourage that because, technology issues. And then last thing is ESRT that I strongly encourage you to do it, and I'll be very thankful if you do it. So, and then for the grades, the argumentative, I haven't started grading that yet, but I will post it maybe by next Monday, or actually Tuesday. By next class, I will have that final grade posted for you. So, the only thing left is your presentation, which is worth 10 points. Okay? Other questions and thoughts?